Hey guys, it's time for another video. And so this one's about like making choices. I'm trying to hold the camera a little steady here. So my wife and I were sitting at lunch yesterday, and as I talked about in a previous video, that last month I had a heart attack. So we're making some changes, lifestyle choices, things like that. And we're eating lunch, and I'm having a nice salad and a veggie sandwich. And I got to thinking about how people don't make the right choices. They know what the right answer is, but they don't feel like they're making the right choices. And when it comes time to make those choices, they just kind of throw caution to the wind, or they feel that resistance, and then they make the same old choices that they used to make. And maybe that's because of instant gratification, or because they don't feel the instant reward from the choices they're making. And my mind drifted to where we work. How many people do we know that work jobs that they hate? And they don't take the steps to find a job that makes them feel good and fulfills them. And that seems like a much bigger problem. Maybe that is a much bigger problem. But we feel like we're stuck in a job, or we're stuck because we have to earn a living. And we don't take the time that we have outside of that job to look for something better, something more fulfilling to us. And that might seem like a long way to go. The difference between having a hamburger or having a salad for lunch, or to quit your job and find another one, may seem like worlds apart, but it's really all part of the same system. And when we do what we have to do, sometimes it's just because we're doing what's easy, right? We hate the job. We don't like what we're doing, or it's not fulfilling, or we don't like the people we work with, but we feel like we have to, because we know that in the back of our minds we have to make some money, we have to pay the bills. It becomes easy to just keep going there, because we tend to focus on the reward of paying the bills, right? Instead of the reward of feeling fulfilled or being happy with the impact that we're making. And the same thing, it happens when we're choosing healthy foods to eat, right? It becomes easy to go to the same old places that we used to go to, instead of finding something new. Lately we've been going to a couple of restaurants that we frequent quite often. We don't eat out a lot, but we have our favorites in town. And I've been shifting to find out what kind of vegetarian meals they have, because I know that those are going to be a little healthier for me, a little better choices. And I might look over and see the same old burgers, or the same fajitas or whatever that I used to order, but I have to consciously make that effort now. Just like the same time that I went into those restaurants, when I looked at the menu the first time, I wasn't sure what I wanted to eat, and I had to pick something. Maybe it took me 2 or 3 times of going there to find my favorites, but it seems like every time I go into any restaurant, I automatically know what my favorites are, because we just go back to the same places every time. So, and work can be the same. When you really dive into the skills that you have at work and the things that you've learned, when you try to apply those to new fields or new places of business that are hiring, or that you're looking to go to, it's not always, the same. Well, I was a salesman here, or I was, a waitress here. You think about the skills that you learned in dealing with people. Your project skills, and how you completed tasks. Those are a little bit, you're stepping back and looking at your overall performance and your overall abilities, and it makes it easier to find yourself doing other things, and maybe giving yourself an opportunity to do something that's a little more fulfilling, makes you feel better inside, and not just paying the bills. So that's kind of what I thought about that. Leave a comment below if it resonates with you, or if you've had any other ideas. Maybe you feel totally different. You don't agree with me at all. I like to hear that too. So till next time, see you later.